What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Leela. I'm still in the trailer. I'm moving. My phone died yesterday, or I would have been able to videotape you guys the new apartment. But I am in the process of getting my little bit of shit together and moving it out. We're just taking our time. There's no need to rush. There's no one waiting on us at the end of the day. But today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about my friend. I don't want to mention no names right yet, but eventually I'll get her approval, and I'll probably make a video with her. But what I want to say is that Hampton Department of Social Services took her parental rights in 2005, and her kid got adopted out and everything like that. And the foster parent always let her have communication with her child, although she was addicted to drugs and she didn't have a job or a place at the time. I just want to say he was 6 years old at that time. And then I'll say about a year ago, he was having some trouble inside the home that he was adopted at. And he got into some legal trouble. And what they did is they gave this child back to the parent. And what I couldn't understand is nothing had changed with this lady's situation. Granted, she was off of the street drugs and just taking her prescriptions. And but this woman didn't have a job. She didn't, she didn't go to school. She didn't take a class. She didn't do nothing to get her fucking kid back. And since he was fucking up, that's my back. But anyway, since he was fucking up, social services went ahead and gave this child back. And I feel like they failed him. So they had no one that wanted anything to do with him. So you already labeled this lady as being unfit, and you gave this child back to her? You already labeled this woman as being unfit, and now that he done fucked up, he done got into some legal trouble, now you're giving children back to the biological parent? I don't fucking understand that shit. I feel like social services should have never took that child from that home. They should have, remedied the issues and not have broken that family up, and things would have been different. I mean, maybe he went out and committed all these fucking he got all these charges and shit because he wanted to be with his mom. Like, that's the only thing that I can think about. That's the only thing that I can keep on thinking about is, you know what I'm saying? Kids realize, like, when they're younger and they're just obeying what the fuck you say, once they get older and they realize, hey, I want to be with my mom, or I'm sick of this bitch's rules, my mom would never treat me like this, they're going to start acting out. Not because they want to act out, but because nobody is listening to them. No one, you know what I'm saying? Nobody is taking their thoughts into consideration. Why? Because they're children. I'm sorry, but when I was 13 years old, I knew exactly what the fuck I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It would have been better if somebody would have guided me on the right path to get the things that I wanted out of life. But when I was 13, I knew what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could tell me no different, I also want to say that if social services take your kid up out of your life, shouldn't it be for life? And if it's not, then I believe that you should get some type of motherfucking money, some type of, you know what I'm saying? Because they done ruined your life, yo. They done came in, fucked up your goddamn life, and then they're like, oh, here's your kid back. After they done fucked your shit up. Like, no, that should not be allowed. That should not be allowed to happen at all. Like, fuck the bullshit. Fuck with what you going through. Like, you came in And you fucked up the way I was living, dude. If it was fucked up, help me fix the problem. You know what I'm saying? Help me fix the problem. If I'm still doing stupid shit at the end of the day, then fucking do what you gotta do. But when my kid goes out and he starts fucking up, now you want to give him back. What? Because you can't control my kid? Because it looks bad on the department that my child keeps going to juvenile intake or my child keeps getting arrested? Shouldn't it say something about you, something about social services? Don't you think that I know how to take care of my kids? Don't you think that I know how to discipline my kid? And then you keep putting my children in with strangers that don't know nothing about them, that don't know nothing about me, okay? I can correct me, all right? But to have another motherfucker do it, that shit's not popping off. I'm sorry, but when I was younger, and I'm sure my kids are going to be the same way, they're going to be like, bitch, you ain't my fucking mom. What you mean? You can't tell me what to do. I know I reached that point in my life when I was about 14. When I was about 13, 14 years old, and I got used to doing whatever the fuck I wanted. So if my foster mom told me no, after I can do whatever the fuck I want, like, no, I won't try to hear it. Not at all. And I'm just going to be real with y'all. Like, you can't step in to a fucking just about a grown woman's life and then tell her no. What the fuck? Who are you? And my boys are going to feel the same way. Like, I hate to say it, but they're getting older now. And, you know, I always try to curve my children to make the right decision. I don't want to make a decision for them. I want them to know to make the right decision. I mean, come on now. It is what it is, but I just want to say this. If social services take your parental rights and then a couple years later decides to give them back and nothing with you has changed whatsoever, what the fuck was the reason of them taking your kid? What was the reason? Why? So they can get more government funded money? Like, I don't fucking get it, yo. I don't fucking get it. There's too many fucking kids in the system that don't need to be there, that needs to be home. And there's too many kids out in the street that need to be taken. And it's fucked up. You wonder why these little kids are getting raped and fucking abused. It's because you allow it to happen. And someone like me, I was working and going to school. Why the fuck was my kids taken in the first place? Why? No one has yet to explain to me why the fuck my children, sorry, my back is itching, to why my motherfucking kids were taken. And because of what? Give me some type of explanation. And I can shut the fuck up. But no, you can't give me an explanation. What, over an accident? You think that, okay, so the next time your child is jumping on a trampoline and fall and break his leg, your child gonna get taken from social services. Okay, if you driving down the street and a car hits you and your two children in the back and they in an accident, your child gonna get taken. What type of fucking bullshit is that? It doesn't even make sense. It don't make sense on the clearest motherfucking days. It don't make sense. My baby got bit by a dog. How the fuck is that my fault? How is that my fault? My son was left in the bathtub by his father. Stupid fucking mistake. But it was a mistake. It was an accident. You get what I'm saying? Like, did my son die? Okay, we resuscitated him. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking bullshit, man. It's fucking bullshit, yo. And then they tell you, well, if only you had somewhere for your child to go. What the fuck you mean? I got somewhere for my child to go. With me, motherfucker. Because let me tell you something. None of these bitches out here had these motherfucking kids. I had these kids. I want to raise these kids. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's parents out here that can't wait to get their motherfucking kids dropped off. And I'm sitting here screaming in the camera, letting you know that I want mine. I want mine. I want flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, motherfucker. Like, I'm sick of this shit. I gotta put it on pause, y'all.